What up, what up? It's your girl Kelly from Queen Bee Tarot, and I am here to do your Cancer reading. So, hello, my Cancerians. Happy belated, because we just crossed over to the cusp into Leo. So, happy belated birthday. So, Leos know that any reading is half off because it's your birthday. So, happy birthday, Leo. Get in touch with me at trinity32719 at hotmail.com, and we will get something worked out. Anyway, getting back to my Cancerians, it looks as though you have several options in your life. It feels as though you have several options in your life. Some of you are stuck between moving from one person to another, and others are stuck between how to transition from one person to another. And when I say that, there's a big difference. Moving to another person is simply not dealing with the relationship that you were in and finding yourself a new relationship to replace what you felt you were missing in your old one. And then your old one you just kind of dip out on, and you get less and less, and then boom, you're with a new person like that. Dealing with it and learning to break up with that person is the energy that I'm getting as your lesson. Learning to sit down and say, this isn't working anymore. Working on your honesty and standing in your truth. When a relationship is not working for you, you need to learn the skill set to sit down and tell them it's not working. I feel like a good many of you have so many options because of the fact that you're just moving on. You're not ending the relationships. You're fantastic at starting them. You're great, loving people, but you're not fantastic at ending them, and often find yourself in a situation where maybe you have, two options and you don't know how to balance it, or the options find out about each other. You're just not good at ending things because you don't want to hurt people's feelings. But I have to say, people's feelings would rather be hurt now up front, honestly, than later when they find out that you're with somebody else. So with that being said, let's get started, because I decided to pull a few cards before and I kind of like the way that it looked. I'll still pull another spread. But intuitively, that's what I'm getting, is that you're not ending relationships, you're just beginning them, and leaving the past ones in the past. And you're not being completely honest with the people that you're dealing with. And they're finding out that you have a new boyfriend or girlfriend. Of course they are. I mean, it's a given. It's a given. They're going to find out sooner or later, right? But what I see here for you guys is that, gosh, there was a lot of cards that fell out here. So what I'm seeing for you guys, but I'm happy because the one card I usually get stalked by is not here. Annabelle is missing. We'll leave her missing. We like this story much better. Is that you're not choosing to stay single, and you're not choosing to take in that bounty, that single man or single woman mantra. You worked for it, but you're choosing not to. The problem is what you're choosing. Well, some of you have this Empress energy, is having other options around you. So you may have an Empress or an Emperor right in front of you. And I'd say you do, but you have too many options. See the options? This is the single lady, I like to call her. In the upright, she's harvested everything she needs. She doesn't need anything more, so she sits and waits for the correct offer to come along. She's looking away from this. So you have too many offers, but amongst them you have an Empress. But you have a couple nasty personalities there. You've got the Queen of Wands in reverse, which is an Aries, Leo, Sag. Or you got Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, the Queen of Swords. You got a couple nasty personalities that are pissed off right now because they're finding out you're playing games. And this can apply to men too. You can pull in the Queen's aura The Queen and the King, to me, are interchangeable, except for one thing, the way they rule. That's it. But you are choosing not to stay single, but you are choosing to jump and jump and jump. And it's getting you into some really hairy situations here. And I can tell you that you do have a real emperor or empress among these people that you're doing whatever with. You do have the world. You do have the Ace of Cups. Now, I'm not sure about you guys, but I don't know what more it takes for you to realize that somebody has divinely entered your life with real feelings, presenting you with real actual feelings that to them they're standing in their truth in their world. I don't know how many of you don't see this person. So get rid of the extra options and learn how to end your relationships. Even if it's on a bad note, bring some closure to it. Bring something that closes it. I'm seeing here like bad decision making. Bad decision making. You know, you're calling in third parties, fourth parties. It's bad decision making. This could be you or your partner. You or your partner. Let me clear that up. And with that, you find yourself that you're going to draw inside for a little while, and you're going to need to figure it out because you can't seem to make a decision between the three. You just defend your position, but your defense is falling apart. You're going to let somebody divine go, and that's going to be your karma. So you can either figure it out and figure out that you have like every divine card you possibly could to tell you this person is true in their feelings, or you can stick with these two happy people, the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords up in the corner there by themselves. You can keep telling yourself you're making good decisions, or start making them. This card popped up 7 times while I was shuffling the deck. This is the Five of Wands. This is a card of internal battle. You can't seem to make up your mind, and it's going to get you in trouble. Whether that's you, your partner, I don't know. But not being able to make up your mind is what's going to get you caught, and you are going to get caught. Judgment is looking down. With the third party situation with a girl who's heartbroken. And the King of Swords in reverse, who is mean as shit. The King of Swords in reverse is almost tyrannical. This may go down big. It may become fistfights. It may become, for some of you, not all of you, it may become fistfights. It may become, if you're married, I don't see marriage cards here, but if you're married, serious legal action. I mean, judgment is just rained down on you, or is about to. And it's coming. It's coming. So just know at least that it's coming. I'm not going to sit here and feed you bullshit and fairy tales and tell you, oh, your soulmate's here. No, I'm letting you know what you're doing now. You're going to get that justice for. Whether it's you or whether it's your ex. And this is internal battles. So whichever one of you this is, they've been battling which one to pick. Each one has their thing to them that attracts this situation so much. The Queen of Wands is feisty. She is beautiful. She's charming. She's spontaneous. Where the Queen of Swords is beautiful and she is very sharp. Both of them are very witty. They're very quick of mind. But you have amongst them an empress, someone divine. It's telling you you need a new prospect on life. You need a new outlook on how to handle these things. You need a new outlook on ending relationships because you just seem to have too many. And the Page of Swords is going to come in quick to teach you. This is your lesson for the month, is learning how to end relationships before you start others. You don't have a mean intention, Cancer. That's not how it is. You just don't want to hurt anybody. But you have to realize that doing it in the end, and they all find out, hurts them more than letting them know you're not interested anymore and letting them go. So learning to let go for you and learning how to end a relationship without ending up in another one is a really big lesson for you guys. And please don't take it personal. I know you guys are very sensitive souls. I'm aware of that. But I speak straightforward and I speak truth. And I speak to you things that most readers won't, because that doesn't get them paid. The happy story does. But I'm telling you truth. What I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, what I'm feeling, and what is going on. So don't take it as I'm speaking directly to you in a manner that would hurt your feelings. Please know that I am an Aries of the first decan, and I'm also a Bostonian. We tend to speak direct and very straightforward and very much to the truth. That's just how we are. That's just how we are. We speak from right here. You know, we speak from the truth. Okay. Need 2 more cards, please. 2 more cards, please, for Cancer for August. We got jumpers. We got a jumper! One more, please. Okay. You're here for your reading. That's good. The bottom of the deck is Page of Swords. That lesson is coming in. It needs to be taken as a lesson, Cancer. Pull it in and learn how to use a different energy to deal with it. Air energy I think is a bit much for you. Air energy is very strong and very outspoken and very sharp with the tongue, where fire energy, we can be sharp with the tongue, but it takes us a while to get there. So I think that moves more at your pace. I would probably try using some fire energy to learn how to end a relationship. And maybe some earth to ground yourself. I would try calling in some fire and earth energy. Just make sure you don't mix them, because if they get together, they burn everything. What I see here is that you need the strength to let go of these relationships, because you're often reminiscent in the good times that you had together. You reminisce in the good times that you had together, and it's hard for you to let go of that connection you may have felt with somebody, and this is why you're doing this. But it starts turning into secrecy, and there you are. But it starts turning into secrecy and lies, and you can't keep up with who's what and what's who. The moon is the card of secrecy, because during the day we can see everything. When it's dark at night, we see a whole nother place. So it's causing secrecy in your life, having to keep up with all those roles, or the 2 roles, or however many people you have there. You could have happiness, Cancer. It's right there. but you're not listening to your intuition. There's your divine woman again with, she's staring right at her lotus flower. She knows exactly who she wants to give that love to. But you're not using your ability. You're not using your instinct. You're not using anything. You're just going with the flow and not learning how to end relationships. You're beginning them fantastically. Each sign has their flaw, Cancer. Yours is not knowing how to end relationships because you're reminiscent of the good times and you don't want to let that go. But you know that the situation is no longer good for you. And you're infamous for holding in your feelings. And that's how you end up in these situations. You hold in your feelings. You've got to learn to tell people up front. It's not your intention to hurt people. It's just that you don't know how to handle letting go of that reminiscent phase and saying goodbye. Or having closure. But it shows, there we go again. You need to make a decision here. It's telling you, make a decision. It was hidden behind this card. And then after that, get your mind right, Cancer. Get your mind right. You're still in this how many swords can I collect mode. But it's telling you, get your mind right. These two cards together are to get your mind right. A new birth in your mind, a new beginning in your mind, a new way of thinking, a new way of going inside yourself and learning to deal with situations that you're not used to dealing with. That's how you spiritually grow. It's telling you to leave this and this behind. Leave behind your third parties. Make your decision to go the right way. Leave this behind of how many swords you've collected and that you won the war and whatever it might be. And remember, this whole reading has been so far about this. Gaining mental clarity, making a choice, and getting on the right path mentally. That's all I have for you. They're not talking much anymore. Except your Romance Angels cards from Doreen Virtue. So let's see, what messages do we have for Cancer this evening? For August of 2018, let's pull in that Cancerian energy and get you guys some good messages. Come on. Where's that Cancerian energy tonight? Where are you hiding? We got messages for the Cancers for 2018. Two more shuffles. Okay. So again, this reading could be for you or for your significant other. If you don't have one, this reading is coming in strong for couples. I apologize for that. But for you people who are single, you have some messages here. They want you to get out there, flirt, be lighthearted. Don't always think that everything needs to be a relationship. Here's another lesson for you single Cancerians. Don't always look for a relationship. Sometimes just smile at somebody because you think they're attractive. Get that self-love back up. Can't love anyone else if you can't love yourself first. And it will happen for you. It will happen for you. I know many of you probably aren't watching this to the end because of the fact that you don't hear anything for singles. But I hope you are. Because it's coming. But you need to work on you and loving you first. But, again, pay attention to the red flags so you don't find yourself in a situation where you've got option after option and there's one person you do want to be with, but you can't because you don't know how to get rid of the others. It's pay attention to red flag month and learn how to end relationships, even if they end in an unpeaceful way, at least you did it up front instead of behind their back. Now, as somebody who's very emotional, would you rather find out somebody was cheating on you up front before they did it and broke it off, or would you rather somebody then turn around and tell you after it's happened, or you find out after it's happened? As a very emotional person, Cancer, I think you would want to know before they did it. They don't have to tell you specifics, just that they're not feeling the relationship anymore. That's all you have to say. And then just have the conversation, and you'll feel this weight lift off your chest. Do we have any more messages for Cancer this evening? Do we have any more messages for Cancer this evening? We do. Archangel Gabriel, you have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow your insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. I was just talking about insecurity with self-love. This is serious, Cancer. You need to get back on your game and learn how to love yourself. You're so busy caretaking other people that you're not loving yourself first, and that is the most important thing. You need self-care. If you can afford to go to a spa, go. If you can't, buy some bath bombs and sit your ass in that tub. Think about spiritually where you're at. Ray, yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. If it's not yoga or exercise, it's telling you to go out and be around the elements. Go out and be around the rolling ocean. If you can't do that, go and be near a body of water that moves. When that happens, it cleanses you because you are a water sign. It cleanses any sign naturally. Go out, be around a bonfire. It's summertime. And take in that fire energy and do what you can with it. It's Mars retrograde. You're feeling it anyway. And then the Cancer supermoon. Like, you guys are out of your mind right now. Take that energy and put it toward getting right spiritually, learning the lessons you need to learn, and you be all good. Like, you be good. You be skating through. So, that's your girl Kelly from Queen Bee Tarot. I'll catch y'all again. However, if you need anything in the meantime, right below in the box is my email address for personal readings. You can email me at any time. It doesn't matter. Middle of the night, I'll probably still be awake, knowing me. The email is trinity32719@hotmail.com. Again, that's trinity32719@hotmail.com. Holla at your girl. Share the page, like the page. Definitely share. Get the love out there. Let's build up this community. Let's build it with love. And that's it. Your girl Kelly from Queen Bee Tarot, and I'm out. See you guys.